afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, ImperiaDane, Master of Propaganda, here of the Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. Off here to an exciting 1v1 on Holotny Fatima Winter Patrol. In these we got Pappy'O Daniel fighting here for the United Kingdom, for the Guards Armored Division, versus in the West, ImperiaDane fighting for the Wehrmacht, for the 18th Panzer Grenadier Division. And my apologies if this is too soon for another match of mine, but got a rather nasty cold, as some of course I've sort of realised in the last couple of days, and today my body basically decides, you know what's great for recovering from a cold? Getting only 5 hours of sleep. Get on it. And so, just not very energetic. Still a good match, though. It's not like I'm trying to cut quality that-wise, because it might just be a bit too much for some anyways. There you go. We got Vanguard, Tactical Support, Special Weapons versus Encirclement, Assault Support, and Elite Troops. We got Double Pioneers with Vickers on the way. Oh, MD42 versus 3 sections from Pappy'O Daniel. Moving up there, note he's always actually finishing it. Some players don't, quite finish the cover, just leaving it right there for them to sort of quickly set up. Others, of course, do finish it. He's pushing north-south there. I'm doing similarly here with my Pioneers. Note, by the way, that the first Pioneers could actually rapidly set out there, because that way, I mean, essentially, it's not going to make much of a difference, folks. I'm going Double Pioneers 74-2. If you sort of wait with the first one, the second one to build in that sense, it's not going to hurt your sort of overall timing of those things. So if you get the first Pioneer squad moving, you can actually grab territory a bit faster. We can see here that Pappy is initially going over to disrupt the start. He's sort of trying to push for me towards my safe zone, if you will, to try and throw me off here, going for the munitions point, and of course, pressing me right next to my fuel point. We got the infantry sitting up there, and of course I realise, oh dear, that Insulaffen is up to no good. But there we go, grabbing territory there, grabbing territory there. Grenadiers arriving here for Deutschland. Southwards we've got a section ring about there. Section there suppressed, but still managed to make it into the house. Pioneers just continue to grab territory. More sections moving up there for Pappy'O Daniel. At the same time, he has already checked up, rushed ahead for King and Country. He's trying to sneak about there. Same time down south, Pioneers engaging the section. In this case, it looks like he's actually slightly lost his courage to pull back. Perhaps he saw the Pioneers or something else, who knows. Either way, the Pioneers he ultimately weren't able to do enough there versus the section, pushed away. Jürgen and Fritz, well, pierced by bullets and left to die and freeze on the cold, frozen ground. We got more sections moving up here. MD42 trying to let us support. Grenadiers moving in. We got more Grenadiers arriving for Deutschland, for Führer und Vaterland. Pioneers hanging about there while the section continues through the south, grabbing the centre as well. Kind of a section there back and sure to move about, and he's still keeping up there, still worried, about moving it. Still want to deny me that building as well. He knows the MD42 is there, and I imagine what he wants is a sort of surprise, but at the same time he doesn't want to risk me grabbing the building, sending an MD42, in which case Pappy's going to be in a very, very sore spot. Meanwhile, Pappy's taking up, of course, he's now going for the sniper. I'm also taking up here. My strategy tends to involve, well, generally 2 Grenadiers, 2 Pioneers, 1 MD42, and then taking up as rapidly as possible. I generally find, at the moment at least, a heavy tier 1 for the Wehrmacht tends to be a bit more of a gamble, whereas a quick tier 2 tends to favour a bit more my playstyle as well, which is more aggressive, if you will. And also give me more options for sort of playing off a few things there. Anyways, guys, moving up the section. Hold up there, but with heavy cover and of course the fact there's only one window they can respond with, overall my Grenadiers should be able to do that alright, although the heavy cover here is actually not very well slanted, meaning it's not quite so good there. But still, with only one able to shoot there, it's not going to matter too much. I've got a section moving up here for the south, and before 2 sections southwards as well. Pioneers grabbing territory. We've got Flammenwerfers here to help cook out those Tommies. To broil some, yeah. Come on, Tita. I want some cooked Tommy for dinner. I think that's against the rules, Fritz. And kinda mean too. Close here, but ultimately not quite there. I could have tried to push for it, but in that case I decided that would not have been very wise. Section here taking damage. We've got the sniper moving up here. So far, though, he's actually yet to use it. Perhaps a bit occupied with things on the front line. We got tech up here. At the same time, we got the requisition from the armoured car. No surprise, of course. Quick note: this is before the patch. I mean, I know this is Friday. The patch is already out now, but the problem is basically here in Denmark, it's like in the middle of the, close to the middle of the bloody night, which means I basically don't have any time to get things on this. I really don't want any sleep, which is really not advisable in my current state of health. So, just a little match here from the previous patch. One I thought was pretty interesting. Section holding up there, MG4 choosing up, pushing in the church, going in for the carve point. I can't catch the sniper, but still, you know, if we just sort of keep Pappy here running about a bit, you know, keep his troops a bit sort of occupied, I might just be able, you know, to cut him off there, deny him fuel and other resource. In this case, though, the grenadiers down to one man. It would have been pretty silly to sort of try and pull off. And meanwhile, still got a section there wiped, so overall, not too bad there. He tried to push forward, sort of worked, but, you know, I'm still striking back for fuel and Vaterland for Deutschland and doing some damage. He's going for the armoured car. I'm going for the armoured car. I like those going for the armoured car. In this case, my strategy actually involves getting several armoured cars, combining them with some Panzerfaust, and that way trying to knock out his AECs, and then using the armoured cars, hopefully having lost next to none, to sort of just swarm his infantry, and that way overcome him. Of course, have to see how that one works out. But there you go, first 2-2 they're having for Deutschland. I think by 1944 that one would have been a lot left. Most of them replaced by 234s, 250 half-track variants for reconnaissance, and, well, reconnaissance tanks. The 222 was basically being phased up because, well, thing is, off-road it wasn't that good. It was also a pretty old design based on the civilian car design in the first place. But still some fun facts there. Second 2-2 on the way. AC moving ahead. Pioneers trying to push forward. There, now they're covering. MG4 true remains here. Grenadiers hanging about as well. 2-2 moving forward. Second scout car arriving. Grenadiers trying to go up here to Panzerfaust it. Getting close there. Getting close. And right here, he was supposed to Panzerfaust for some reason, though it got disrupted. And the armoured car usually gets away. That had me a bit annoyed. We've got the sniper hanging about here. And of course, in this case, the armoured car sort of pushed away. I'd sort of try push for the sniper, at least pushing away, but at the same time, of course, the armoured car leaves from range, and there go down to half health, more or less. I mean, with the patch, it's going to take at least 3 shots for the AC, for example, to get out of 2-2-2. That will make things a bit easier, but obviously not super easy. And it's there, I think you'll still sort of either be dependent on having 3 armoured cars or some Panzerfaust with the 2 ones, though I'd still recommend for maximum safety going for Panzerfaust and then 3 armoured cars at the same time to guarantee you get the kill, but also have enough armoured cars to then sort of push through. Of course, at the same time, he sure just lost an armoured car, but it's not exactly a huge loss. They're, what, 210 manpower and 15 fuel, which as long as you do some damage with, it's not going to hurt you too much. I mean, this armoured car, for example, is 50 fuel, and the patch will be 60 fuel, plus of course there's this one. So I mean, as long as I manage to do something meaningfully with my armoured cars, it's not going to be that huge, and as long as I get the armoured car in the longer run, I should be able to do some damage again. I mean, it's a bit tricky. It basically is really dependent on just getting that armoured car and then sort of beginning to strike on the rest of the infantry, using the sheer number of the armoured cars and the ability to hunt down retreating infantry and do some serious damage to your opponent. If you can't get it to go off, though, you're going to be in a bit of trouble there. There you go, double armoured car there striking the section, taking them running. Lieutenant Günzer leads the way. This little panzer. There you go, section taking losses, down to less than half health now, doing some damage there, not getting a lot of kills, which I'd hoped for. There you go, running straight into the armoured car. Right here, of course, we've got a bit of a jam, which is always why you need to be a bit more careful than moving your vehicles in larger groups. Things can go a bit, you know, south there, lost an armoured car. Gone for elite troops here, trying to try and pop smoke. In this case, though, it's simply put too late, and ultimately the armoured car now has got 3 armoured car losses, so in that sense, he's more or less in terms of fuel gun, and then manpower-wise, obviously a lot more. I'm still, though, managing to keep up pressure on the car point and doing some damage there, so while in the armoured car sense, I'm losing out here to Pappy. I'm, you know, doing damage elsewhere, though obviously could be doing a lot better. Also like in the MG4 since I'm to do some damage to Pappy. But still, I'm not giving up on the armoured cars. I'm pretty convinced, at least here in the match, that, you know, if I can do it, it will be worth it. But, you know, I can't, you know, keep pushing out armoured cars. In this case, again, they are 15 fuel. And in this case, as long as they actually absorb most of the damage, ensuring that most of my infantry doesn't suffer too much, I can actually make it work. Ish. I mean, as long as, again, they don't suffer too much there, the 210 losses for the armoured cars can also be sort of made up for. But, you know, it's a very fine line here I'm treading on, actually. And of course, wrong move, and I could easily give up Pappy here a huge advantage. So pushing southwards here, Pioneers, Grenadiers, large Sturmteam here from the 18th Panzer Grenadier Division. Los, 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 be quiet! Then why are you shouting los?
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Section here caught, sappers, getting gunned down there by the Pioneers. Grenadiers nearby. AC moving down the scout here, pressing up against the section up north. Teller mines down as well, armoured car moving in. Sniper hanging about here, another armoured car on the way. I mean, in this case, I'm actually also just trying to keep the armoured car occupied here, trying, you know, perhaps to screen the telemine there being set up, and then perhaps down the road lure it into it. I mean, if you can catch an armoured car here, of course, with the telemine, I mean, you're pretty much well off, but it is tricky, so it's always something a bit more cautious about doing. But then again, I mean, so is going for armoured cars. You know, if you can make it work afterwards, you got a good punching force against the rest of the troops. We also need Pappy's out here in a machine gun now to help support his points there, and sort of keep my infantry in check. Going here for the fuel point, armoured cars can really got a concussive grenade off here, having gone for elite troops, of course, getting my troops a bit more firepower close and high to be fully relying on the rifle grenades. And of course, they're also cheaper, which is also handy. In fact, we almost got a section there. Low on health. To the bringing in, getting the section up north, striking in. A little bit, oh yeah. Sending him running here. Meanwhile, Pappy'O Daniel taking advantage of the so far track to take up here, going ahead. Gonna rush up for armour, not a bad idea, and of course, I'm going for more armoured cars because I'm pretty stubborn about that idea at the moment. I'm pretty stubborn about it. Let's just put it like that. I want to make it work. You've got the Eastwing bound to the south, they've got the sniper hanging about, the armoured car moving in. Right here, they could make a mistake, meanwhile up north, further fighting there, section holding up, there we go, being slowly pushed back. There we go, armoured car moving in, right into the range here with the Panzerfaust. Will things finally go off there? Dieter, the Panzerfaust! The Panzerfaust! There we go, half health. Veteran 2 though, but still. Armoured car is damaged with an engine, and of course with this, the signal goes off and the armoured cars race off. The hunt has begun.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
He's trying to get away, sniper also retreating here. Armoured cars moving in. At the same time, note, the reason I'm taking the path here I am is because I'm partly worried he might go down to a tank at this point, in which case my armoured cars will also suffer horribly. In this case he has not. And there you go, Sam's been caught here by the 222s on retreat. The sniper makes it back safely. In fact, we got almost a full retreat here from Pappy. There's a few other units, but mostly Pappy is very quickly retracting all units across the front there. He almost got the sappers, At the same time, looks like he's actually going for weapon racks, and he's going up there, and he's grabbing Piets. Almost got the sapper, but there you go. 222's moving in. Scout cars running away, and right here, I'm not entirely sure what happened. I think it was a misclick or a misorder or whatever. Either way, the 222's basically stuck. And I realised it too late, and it gets wrecked here by the Piets. Not good. Biggest here, that'll be on top, getting hammered them in 10 rounds, and the 222s. A lot of firepower there. Bursting wood, altar, and who knows what else, the church. Pew's not in a good condition. Vic is there, in fact, almost wiped out. Sliver of health makes it out there. They got a section up north here. Low on health as well. 222's engaging. Need to pull one way here away. Low on health. Pioneers moving down south, down to one man, lonely. Hidden between the corpses of his comrades and ultimately dead as well. So right there, actually managed to wipe there, managed to do some damage with the 222s after got the AC, which again, you know, was overall part of the strategy. So that's, you know, working out somewhat. At the same time, calling up some stormtroopers here. I do like the stormtroopers. Quickly getting in the section, halting there around the munitions point, ensuring he can't push too far ahead here. As the rest of my forces are pulling back, including my scout cars for some most needed repairs. Stormtroopers give me a bit more pushing power, of course, with concussive grenades. They also have something a bit cheaper than the bundle grenade. And the thing is, I believe more or less in terms of effectiveness, they're the same. The concussive grenade, I think, actually is better versus units like buildings, and of course it stuns, but in terms of explosives, I think they're largely the same, which is a bit weird. PS fine there, trying to embark the MD4 troop, which actually if you pull back, they need to be careful about that. 222 moving up, engaging here, and range. Going to doing with the cannon, another concussive grenade. In this case, I'm actually going for a rifle grenade, doing some damage. The church is just getting absolutely punished. And there we go, almost got the sniper. And there we go. Feldwebel Fritz gets the Tommy bastard because he caught. And he's saving up for that tank. He's really just putting everything in. He's also gone here for Vanguard. He's yet to actually utilise it. No calling for some of the commanders here to sort of throw me off a bit. I mean, that could really do a lot of good for him. So he's getting another section. So this moving up, flanking here. The Vickers with my 222. Making use of the smoke there for the section to actually not be able to easily support, of course, also range. And there you go, almost got that Vickers. Low on health for second, 2-2 moving in, further pressure there. Rifle grenade going off as well, and there we go, Vickers annihilated. At the same time, another sapper unit here, caught by the 222s, pounce upon them like easy prey, and of course also making it hard for Pappy to operate freely. I mean, there's a rule of thumb, I think, you should use the 222s in packs, you know, 2s or 3s. They generally don't serve well on their own. In that sense, they kind of like the Stug. You have to use them in larger groups for them to sort of be really effective. If you're just getting 1 2-2 and expect it to be useful, you're going to get disappointed. By the way, Saps then push back section moving ahead. We got a Cromwell on the way there for Pappy'O Daniel. Stormtroopers getting the Sturmgewehrs, also known as the Maschinenpistole 40, before the Führer discovered it again and basically had his name changed. Got the 222 there with that absolutely insane shot there from the Piet. Good lord, what are you eating? Carrots? Really? No, we can't afford that. There we go, section calling up close to the storms. There we go. Tactical advance, tactical shooty bang bang. Quickly cutting down half of these Tommies in a blink of an eye. Good lord, they got Ralph and Roger. They're dead. At the same time, taking magic off the Vickers here to grab that, getting a Stug. In that sense, again, despite, you know, the whole 2-2 thing, I'm not that far behind you compared to Pappy'O Daniel, because I was able to use the 2-2 stack to maintain aggressive momentum versus him. You know, that way deny him a bit of resource and over control the map. So in that sense, it actually ends up balancing a bit out, though, of course. It does help the Stug's kind of cheap. Still, we got a Cromwell tank up here, and I'm actually currently not quite prepared for that. In fact, I've got Panzerfaust and a Tellermine here, and that's it, which is, in the big book of war, a bit unfortunate. Meanwhile, Cromwell there striking force, the Cromwell Mark IV. Successor to the Centaur cruiser tank, which never really saw action. And of course, the Centaur was the successor to the Crusader tank, which saw a lot of action in North Africa. Units are retreating. Could they lure the Cromwell into the mine? No. Cromwell misses and does not pursue. Perhaps he saw the mine and remembers it. Who knows? Of course, have to see down the road. He's still got plenty of manpower, and he's still not really utilising his doctrine so far. Meanwhile, Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung erreicht für Deutschland. And a fun fact from a lot of the Panzergrenadier divisions in the west, they were actually quite commonly given the Stug 4, I think. I mean, for example, had the 16th SS in Italy, the 17th SS in Normandy, for example, who got Stug 4s for their Panzer battalions. The Stug 4 basically came about because the Stug 3 factory was being bombed, and because the Stug was basically so important to the German war effort, they actually rerouted Panzer 4 production. Of course, had to make sort of a Stug variant of the Panzer 4 to make it work. And that's basically where the Stug 4 came from. Again, basically because the Stug was that important as an assault gun. Still go on, 2-2 the operating with Stormtroopers Pioneers, 2-2 support heading south, first going to strike there. Northwest, I mean, he's not really doing so much there, so I'm allowing myself to be a bit more aggressive there versus Pappy here in the south. Pappy is otherwise not doing so much to the base. We've got a 6-pounder gun arriving, so it's getting a bit more serious anti-tank gunfire. Besides, you know, the Piet, you could of course also consider, and I think should consider getting some Bren guns out to further challenge my infantry. My apologies. Section there, Cromwell moving in. Pioneers in a lot of trouble. False alarm there, tried to protect my viewers. There was, well, no blast there. Stug there with the machine gun. I always prefer adding a machine gun to my Stugs. Again, one-on-one, not so much there. I mean, they can still do some damage. Really, when you get more than one Stug, the machine guns combined with the main guns really can do a number on the enemy infantry. So, I mean, that's why I always get machine guns on my Stugs. I generally find in the longer run it tends to pay off just a bit. What are you doing to Gerald? Oh, he's dead anyway. That's disrespectful to his corpse. He was kind of an arse anyways. Section tank through the south, you've got Stormtroopers, Pioneers. Right here, they actually end up clicking on tactical advance too early, pretty much wasting the munitions and the ability there against Pappy. That was definitely not a clever move. And there goes actually pushing northwards now, getting disengaged in the section. Rifle grenade off here, at range, doing good damage. Still no sign of any sort of commanders here for Pappy. I'm actually a bit surprised at that. And generally most players tend to go for Vanguard, you tend to at least get the 4 logistics line to get the offs up, because he does add some pressure to the opponent. 2 they try to get, but there you go, hit from the 6-pounder gun, and Cromwell finishes off there. Last of the 222, so I believe that was actually all in all 6 222s. That's an awful lot of scout cars, but still the actual army, you know, once the AC was down to really gain control of the map, they actually pushed Pappy'O a bit back on the back foot and forced him to actually get pierced on the sections, undercutting the anti-infantry a bit there. So, you know, that's what happens when you go for something, you know, perhaps less expected. Concussive grenade there, thrown, but because the Cromwell ran him over there, he actually got set off on that instead. Student getting off a shot there, with the anti-tank going about there and being a bit more cautious from those Dukes, so don't want to sort of get blasted there. Pushing through the north there, Stormtroopers back at base, reinforcing. Gaining a mortar crew with a bit of artillery to bombard the support weapons, perhaps lay down the smoke screen if I remember it. Meanwhile for Pappy, we got nothing further in the base, but we plan of course for another Cromwell. Some more tanks to strike at the Huns with.
Our opponents are
Just taking a lot of hits, they're taking a lot of punishment.
fresh mortar crew has
Cromwell heading northwards. Brits making progress in the south there, not so much resistance. Duke heading northwards to try and cut off the Cromwell there, tactic gun and damage engine. Right here, I'm not entirely sure what happened by where the Duke takes the direct route here. I'm pretty sure I ordered to take the longer route, but for no reason takes a straight route here. Right into the Piets and the 6-pounder gun. Of course, by that time, once I realised what was going on there, it's kind of too late, so I might as well commit to fully and try to get the Cromwell. Sadly, that didn't quite work out. They've still got the other Duke that are moving in, and I'm determined to at least avenge the other crew, despite, you know, being a bit of a bunch of imbeciles. There you go, got the Cromwell though, Duke there, they can use the build to avoid fire there. Pulls away. Not the best trade-off, but still something slightly in my favour, though again it wasn't quite intentional. I don't try to throw away Dukes like that. Generally any armour, unless I'm the Russians and got T-34s and T-6s, in which case I'm more than happy to make any kind of trade-off, because if I do it, I'm pretty much on the winning side. Cromwell there for Pappy.
The enemy is attempting
So he's
to
getting
steal
more tanks
our
there
sector.
to withstand the Huns. Jerry. Quick replacement Sturmgeschütz there for fuel on Vaterland. Cromwell rolling ahead there across the snow, racing forwards. The Cromwell was in fact a rather fast tank, though it had speed coming as it sort of limit that speed. Further mortar fire. 42 is going to have to fall back here. Bit of territory being grabbed back in the south, Stormtroopers quickly retreating. Kennedy's Pioneers moving ahead. Cromwell firing into the interior of the church. There you got the student moving up here, but we all got the south moving up. A bit worried here about Piers, but also the anti-tank and thing about nearby, so quickly pull back by Stug. Quick panzer there you go. Pappy'O down seems to reveal why he actually went for the doctrine, which is the strafing support, quickly calling a lot of air support, forcing me to pull back here from the centre of base to gain dominance, because I wasn't quite expecting that at all. Probably should have, to be honest. And before it because they need to fall back, getting blasted there by the Cromwell. So with this, his basic gun control in the centre, can't really do much there unless I want to suffer some silly losses. They'll still try to push it just a bit there as the Cromwell. But I'm quickly dissuaded of any notions of winning against the Yarbles of the Tommies. Yeah, still not succeeding. Again, got a bit too Sturm und Drang there. Up north going for the fuel point. Still to react to that, though we're not having to worry about the British Air Force, the RAF. But it's time here for the mid-game analysis in terms of damage. I'm ahead in terms of kills, though. Pappy's actually ahead there, so that's a bit worrying for me. In a sense there, though interesting enough, he seems to be killed one of his own there. Otherwise, I can't quite get the math there to add up. In terms of army value, I'm slightly ahead, though he has sort of had his moments there. In terms of resource float, he has been sort of floating a lot more than I have. In particular, right here by the end, I'm just really pushing everything I can out there again. He's comfortably floating. Might be saving up for something there. In terms of map control, again, you can see it. Despite all the armor casters on there, I was able to use them to again sort of maintain control. The sort of shift his units back, there, sort of occasionally push back his armor casters as well. But again, not necessarily the best trade of staying in the early game. But once I got the 3 there, the second three, you know, I was able to do some good damage, push it back, and then really sort of do some damage. I mean, that's something to keep in mind then. Certainly will probably work better with the buff 222s. So that's a little detail there to keep in mind. For Pappy, though, I do think he needs to consider using a 4 logistics glide. I mean, against some commanders would really give him a lot more punch versus me, make it hard for me to use my infantry, and that's what I think something Pappy there should consider aiming for. He could also consider some caches instead. More armor would also be pretty good. He could also consider going for, say, you know, either Comets or Churchills. Both could work out well there, and I definitely also think he should get some Bren guns out for his infantry, increase their firepower, and sort of make things really miserable for me. For me, I think, you know, I need to basically get an Austrian out to counter his air support there. That would definitely do a lot for me, plus allow me to punish his infantry harder. More infantry might be a good idea, perhaps another Stormtrooper squad with munitions, perhaps just Panzer Grenadier, another mortar, perhaps Pack 40 could also be to help, otherwise, you know, caches. And otherwise, just keep pressure up there. Of course, I could also consider at a certain point a tight race, you know, to make a quick strike and try to just finish off Pappy there in one go. And of course, also nice to see Pappy being more aggressive now. Of course, again, he doesn't have to worry about the 2-2, so he can operate his infantry a lot more independently than he could previously, where again he had to keep it all clustered up there. So again, I was also striking a lot more against my fuel points and other sort of points at the sides. So let's return to the fight and see what happens next there. He's getting all 3 victory points. Just making their way back. Grenadiers aiming for 2 mortar, Pioneers heading out, still getting some repairs. Things coming here. Something's getting shot at, I'm not entirely sure what. I'll wait with that. Pappy's just sort of managed to turn things around rather seriously, I think, in his favour. Because now he's already digging in, he's taking advantage of the air support to quickly just dig in around the vital points and just prepare himself for a counterattack from me, which is going to be really difficult for me. Of course, the mortar and the rifle grenades will provide a bit of help here. It's not going to be that easy either. And he's getting another Vickers. Again, he's really preparing himself just for digging in and holding the ground for king and country. For old Blighty. Stuke there being repaired. Seriously? That's the Wehrmacht's second finest Pioneers. 6 pounder gun coming here with Cromwell sappers, of course, the section here. He really would benefit from Bren guns. Pierce firing at the Stuke. Pioneers moving up. Stormtroopers nearby as well. Oh, hit a mine there. Steiner collapses. Is in it, blown out. So of course have to see what Pappy'O does that here with the advantage so far managed to gain up there again, all thanks to that one well calculated strafing support there, which really just completely collapsed my centre of efforts. My Schwerpunkt. He's basically bombarding here with Piets and guns, just plastering away there, making it a bit hard for me to see an approach. Students can't use the support either. Cromwell moving up, Sappers moving up. Mortar not quite within range either, machine guns neither as well, and there we go. Grenadiers quick and running. Great bit of bombardment there, there's the section. Cover shattered, but still there's a bit of light cover there, it seems. Cromwell moving ahead slowly. At the same time, trying to push it for the centre. No machine guns there, so that's likely to pull through. Ace is now also available. And we got Panzer Grenadier, a bit more assault infantry, but again, due to the lack of munitions, that's why I basically went for them. Otherwise, I would have considered more Stormtroopers, actually. But it's not like Panzer Grenadiers are bad. I just personally prefer Stormtroopers more, since for tactical advantage, you can really get a lot more out of them. Sappers rushing ahead there. Stuke's going to head again, MD-42, Pioneers, machine guns, mortars all there. Stormtroopers hanging about here. Slowly pushing back that Pappy'O. Further mortify there. Pappy has actually gone here for hammer. Could be indicating comets. That's definitely going to be a bit unpleasant there for me, though. Of course, with Jewish dudes, I should be completely caught with my leader hosing down my ankles. There we go. Veteran TV for the MD-42 2 seconds pushed away. Cromwell also falls back there with no infantry to cover it. It's going to be really vulnerable here to the Stuarts, and that, of course, he quickly pulls back, not really fancying losing Cromwell like that. Perhaps a bit of assault in the centre, failed. Vickers there did too much, alongside the Sappers. A valiant attempt, but not quite enough. Well, he seems to be sneaking up the Cromwell here nonetheless. Stuart's just waiting here, trying to figure out what my next move is in part. Just trying to grab some part of the north here back overall. Shooting there, bit of bombarding with Piet, 6 pounder gun moving up, still going to risk a few hits there if not careful. Cromwell flanking in. And they could actually getting emergency war speed unlocked for it. Would not be a bad idea, really. There we go, flanking in there. Good work, going for my support weapons. Stu, of course, have to react, and that draws them in front of the 6-pounder guns. And that actually works quite nicely as a little trap there. Perhaps. Duke takes a nasty hit there. Machine gun crew wipes. Duke has to pull back. He needs to be careful at the same time. I really want to get that Cromwell somehow. But ultimately, Duke's taking heavy damage for the 6-pounder gun, very close to Veterans 1. Further progress being made in the north by Stormtroopers and Pioneer. South is largely untouched by now. All the focus changed towards the centre. The northwest, a lot of the so early game was really around the centres. South. Going for the centre victory point there. Makers there opening up. Smoke screen would good work, but otherwise you need just string a barrage if I can. Big is falling back. We got Brand Guns up there for his sections now. Good work. Concussive grenades, excellent hit. Another chap gets sniped there, but the Sturmgeschütz, mighty Sturmkanone. And Panzergun is following up here, multiple hits raining down here in the Tommies, and there we go, getting some good hits in. And ultimately with that, Pappy'O Daniel's infantry falls in the centre, broken. The Storms was there just forgotten. A bit, which isn't that good. More 6-pounder guns there for Pappy. He's definitely waiting for the comets. He's almost got the fuel, he's got the manpower. But I'm rather surprised he's not making any use of his doctrine beyond, you know, that strafing support. There's been no sign again of, you know, commandos, no raid operations, no nothing. Which you do think is a bit of a shame that at least he's not making use of the commandos. For a bit of resource here, my plan is now basically get a Tiger Race, perhaps go a bit on the offensive there versus Pappy. Deliver a swift jackboot to his shins. Bit of quad here, both forces sizing each other up. Both of the exact same pop cap there, 70. Comet on the way, and Tiger Race Kefex, but the troops do support it. Though, of course, I should have considered an Ostwind fast before the Tiger Race. I mean, that would help us, you know, further air support there, but I hadn't quite thought of that at the moment. Silly me. Come engaging, Stu's moving up, shooting. Good hit there. He's got war speed, but he's still not utilising it again. That kind of engagement, there's not much use for it. And there we go, Tiger Race arrives. Nearby Sphere, Pantabteilung sends in one of its finest Tiger commanders. Sounds we're getting the Panzergun unit. Looks like a unit there was almost not directly wiped out here by the Stormtroopers up north. Good Arbeit. There we go, we got the Tiger Race out there. Setting out. Next moving out, there you go, going after the Vickers, going after the support team, making use of this Tiger's good accuracy, good range to quickly out in support weapons while the Stu keeps any armour at bay. Sappers move straight to the Panzergun, push back, like about landing over the Sappers, Stu taking hits, and there we go. Strafing support pulled in once more, catching my arm in a pretty awkward position. Fortunately also pulls back my AC, striking here with Cromwell. 6-pounder gun, and we probably got the Comet here following up as well. Stu needs to get away, we got a bit of a pathing hiccup there. Still, good shot there from the ace. Cromwell. Bit further find the entry, makes a press into the rockets right down there, trying to get ace, doing a bit of damage there. Shattering into stuff behind it as well. Up north, we got kind of these Stormtroopers waiting about, ready to pulse an infantry assault, and there we go. It looks like someone got wiped. On retreat. Hard to say who, but I'm guessing some kind of these basically got annihilated there. But a swift strike from the RAF. And again, that allows Pappy to just easily and without problem into the centre again. Had I had an Ostwind, his air support there would likely have gone up in flames. But I didn't bring an Ostwind, so I'm getting punished for that now. I'm getting punished hard.
We're ready for orders. Heavy armor ready to go.
Next moving up, there's Stormtroopers gun is nearby. Cromwell being repaired, Infantry 2-1 has access to some shells, and there you go. Section being engaged, we got the Cromwell Comet actually moving ahead, they're still crashing through the fences, opens up. Shoot, Jürgen! Shoot! Sie hit round! Yeah! Good, good! There we go, knocking out his gun for 10 seconds, getting my Stuke there for chanting some damage, won't allow me to bring up my other armor. Cromwell moving up, Tiger Race, other Stuke on the move here. Good shot there, almost got the Comet, almost got it. Betty 2 on the other Sturmgeschütz. Cromwell moving in, Tiger Race advancing as well. Taking a lot of trouble trying to catch it, but not quite succeeding. Got the Panzer sort of moving in here with the Pioneer support as well. Section being caught by a trouble there, 6-pounder gun, Pioneers rushing around all over the place. There we go, another section wiped out there for Pappy. Another victory for Deutschland. Cromwell moving in, they're saying the Pioneers running. Panzer moving careful, Tiger Race shoots, misses. Pioneers flagging for the south here, perhaps trying to sneak up here and get one of the 6-pounder guns. I mean, the less anti-tank guns, the more freely my armour can operate, in particular my Stukes. The Tiger Race has a decent chance of dealing with them, but the Stukes got none. Big's moving out there, another target weak point there, pretty much locking the Cromwell out of the fight. The Comet's not in a good position trying to repair it. Duke there though, main gun destroyed. I realised too late, then just rushing forward. Almost got the Cromwell there, got 6-pounder gun down, but the mentioned 2 Stuke is lost. Not too good there, nicht gut. Still continuing the assault here, relying on the Tiger Race and sort of, sheer, so I ability to also put his gun there, but again, it's also very important the Stukes are part of this success. I'm not just rushing in on its own, I'm using the Stukes to actually sort of disable the tanks, allowing the Tiger Race to sort of focus down the 6-pounder guns, clearing out the other obstacle. And that way, there's essentially a division of roads between the two. Stukes deal with armour, Ace deals with the anti-tank guns, then they can always just afterwards focus down the armour if need be. Worked out somewhat, got one 6-pounder gun, but didn't get any of the tanks and then lost the Stukes. So obviously, not quite a huge success, but had I not done that, that would probably been a lot more bloody for me. More sappers on the way there for Pappy, probably to help speed up repairs. I mean, with all the tanks he's got and the damage and suffering, more sappers, of course, does make sense to speed up the repairs. Of course, on the other hand, I've certainly got a bit of a problem here because with the Ace out, of course, I'm getting a lot less resources, so I can't easily replace Lawson. Of course, it also means Pioneer is a lot more viable, important also, of course, repaired quickly, in particular the Ace, so I can get back in the fight and do some damage. I mean, the more the Ace base is sitting about doing nothing, the more of a waste it really is. So when you really just need to be aggressive with the Tiger Ace, of course you need to properly support it, but still, you need to be using it. Otherwise, the Ace is basically hurting you more than it's helping you. Very important thing there to keep in mind.
Air support is coming as requested.
More support being prepared there for Pappy. Stu almost effectsbereit, halfway to vet 23. Tiger Race looking alright. There's Stormtroopers, Panzers hanging about there with their Sturmgewehrs. Ready to clear out any Tommies for Deutschland, Reich. Gonna be hiding here. Machine gun nearby, actually needs to move back for reinforcements. Sappers moving up. And we got a Comet here supporting with its 77mm gun. Nasty on the Grenadiers there. Very nasty hit. There we go. Ace and Stuke responds at the same time though. Push into the centre here. This might in fact be a distraction there in the north, but there you go. Realize what's going on. They react to the immediate threat here. In that case, Pappy could perhaps wait with what's going on in the centre to sort of draw my forces more towards the north before striking in the centre, leaving a bit more in disarray. And we got some Pioneers in southwards there. Actually, we have more Pioneers, one little manpower we've got left.
Sector.
Shots fired there, and of course, quickly I prioritised the 6-pounder gun with my Ace. Another straight from support though. Still got the crew, but I probably can't finish off the 6-pounder gun, allowing him to crew it. Which is a bit unfortunate, but still I have to go back. I can't make the hit. Troop to be blasted, murdered, left to die by the roadside. Meanwhile, we got a Comet flanking in from the north, striking out my Stormtroopers, Veteran 2 by the way, still men lined against the wall and executed in the most brutal fashion. Infantry in trouble. Tiger Race splitting about here. Trying to get into a good position, I'm trying to cast a Comet there. Gents being pulled back. Full rocket strikes there against some might of the Reich. There goes Saberson by the infantry. Tiger Race moves up, hits the section, but misses at the same time. Good lord. There we go, good hit though in the Comet on the rear, doing a bit of damage there. Still the centre's very much open. Mortar in a lot of trouble. Right here, Pappy's actually getting another Comet. Just building up his armour here quite severely. Tiger Race taking further hits here.
Our base is under attack.
And we got a Cromwell striking at the base here, going after me. Of course, I then actually have to react to this, which of course breaks me within range of the air support again, but I can't ignore it. If I lose all my infantry here, that's GG. So I basically have to risk the Stuke and the Tiger to respond to this assault here on my base by Pappy'O Daniel. Pappy that way, forcing a reaction from me. It seems like he's not quite prepared to take full advantage of it. Perhaps he's just waiting to hear the sound of my armor before then sort of flanking from here and they're heading for some points, which would not be a bad idea. But by now it's already a bit too late there. Stooks, Tigers setting up to respond, Pioneers moving up to repair as well. Bands are going to and strong was reinforcing what little manpowers made available here to the 18th. We got the second common there for Pappy then. Because it caught with the 8 again, has quite good range. Again, that was all veteran to 3 targets, but they have good range, good accuracy. There's a need to be careful. There we go, good hit on the rear of the Comet. He's thought the house covered a bit there, but he didn't quite. Stormtroopers sneaking about there. 14 kills, not the best sort of usage there compared to the previous 5 showed off with me. Meanwhile, we got a Comet heading northwards. Enough is not trying to just prepare for head-on assault against the Tiger and Stoog. Particularly Hornets with good wall speed. There you go, 6-pounder gun. Comet. Infantry moving in there. Tigers be careful, got Stoog moving in there. Almost got the Cromwell, almost got the Cromwell. There you go, kaput. British Panzer is kaput.
We've lost the Cromwell tank.
Trying to get the 6-pounder gun behind my Tiger Race is taking a lot of damage here. As the Tiger Race is missing, I'm really intent on it, but in this case it might actually backfire on me. Stoog getting with the Comet, or he's trying to, but due to the smoke, they're having a hard time. There we go, Comet moving in. Sadly, or fortunately, he's not using his wall speed to quickly flank. At the same time, we got another attempt here. Tiger blitzing, and again, in this case, he does not upgrade on. Otherwise, the wall speed will look good here. He's doing good support. Good hit there, good hit. Almost got it, almost got it. Other Comet seem to move up there, trying to repair it. Stoog moving up, trying to support. Almost got it. Stoog needs to up support. The tree is in the way. Scheiße. Dieter says a tree. I know. There you go, second Comet strike with knife. A bit too late for the first one. Got knocked out there. Target weak point. There we go, there we go. Trees making a bit mess of it, but there we go. Main gun wreck, we got. Oh, he's disabled. There we go. Veteran to flee. Gets behind the tree with the suit can't continue. Rush about the building. Almost got it. Moving up there behind the Tiger Race. Moving up right behind it. Don't shoot! Fire frei! And the Stoog knocks out the Tiger Race. I was a bit sad there. And then the Comet knocks out the Stoog as the Stoog knocks out the Comet. I was just a bit bitter there, to be honest. I mean, clearly the Stoog crew was sellers, but, you know, a bit of discretion there would have been good. Concussive grenades there, Panzers making way forwards. Halfway to Victory 3 as well. Stormtroopers moving out in the north here. It's quickly striking towards the victory point. In fact, things are a lot closer now. We got another strafing support here against my infantry, which of course is not quite prepared for that. We got a Vickers coming in, Victory 2. Basically getting to remain dominant while he tries to bring up more armour. And I'm bringing up an Ostwind because, you know, to hell with the damn infantry and the aircraft. Plus, I think if all the fuel is active still got, I can quickly get a Stoog afterwards if necessary. But right now, I just want to help us in the infantry and keep the skies clear of the goddamn RAF. Of course, at the same time, all these things, of course, are minimising what other support he has for his infantry. You know, Bren guns now, nothing else which actually gives my Grenadiers, my Stormtroopers, and my Panzer Grenadiers a bit of advantage in most engagements, in particular the Stormtrooper, of course, the tactical advance. Gives them a lot of firepower.
Flak Panzer has arrived.
There we go, Austrian Flak Panzer arrives. Same as they caught by the Stormtroopers. Sturmgewehr tearing into them. There you go, tactical advance. And there you go, Austrian shoots down the aircraft. And then Stormtroopers walk straight into mine getting wiped. I wasn't too happy about that one either. There you go, Vic's getting caught, also 6-pounder gun, which in theory I could grab and turn against Pappy'O Daniel, which in fact I will try to do because, you know, whatever I can grab there is good. Got the Vickers wiped. Small victory there for Deutschland and the Ostwind. Vickers still remaining there basically. Apparently think everybody's forgotten him.
We are losing a sector.
I wonder if mein Funk is working. Going there for the victory point, back here, troop reinforcing, getting ready. Secondly being caught by the Ostwinds, deadly high explosive blasts. Half the unit annihilated in a matter of seconds. Section 6-pounder gun, another Cromwell on the way there for Pappy. Laying down S-mounts to cover the central victory point. Getting a bit desperate here as well. I've taken quite some losses. And if he gets another Comet, I'm in a bit of trouble here. Or at least that's my perception of things. There you go, another Cromwell here for Pappy. He's got quite a few Cromwells really. But again, it's also important to note, he's not really made much use of the doctrine comparatively. I've used every ability. I've used stun grenades, G43s, stormtroopers, Panzer Edition, and the Ace.
They're trying to take it.
Victory point them into neutral, Sam's moving up, Panzer Grenadier moving in to avenge their fallen comrades by the mine.
At your service.
Grenadiers hiding, not very skillfully behind a tree. Close to being able to get another Strook. In fact, I've got plenty of fuel. It's the manpower I'm sort of struggling with at the moment. And there you go, another rifle grenade. I told you, disguising ourselves as a tree will totally work. I didn't think it would work, Dieter. I'm sorry I ever failed to believe in you. 6-pounder gun there is really could do with some repairs, though. Are you still seeing things? Oh, yeah. Don't worry. As long as they don't shoot at it. There you go, Stormgeschütz on the way. Cromwell will get back here. 100 points left here. Honey's going to find there for the Cromwell. I got the only option is move up the 6-pounder gun for the time being. Finding it for the south. Honey is holding here by the Vickers. Nice shift back there. Still no sign of anything like a forward logistics line there from Pappy. Sturmgeschütz almost gefechtsbereit. He's getting more sections. So many more sections. Never any consideration for commandos. I'm slightly curious as to why that is actually. I'm guessing it's because they're too expensive. I suppose for Pappy'O Daniel's stage, which of course is fair, but you know, I do think they would have helped at times. But it's caught and half the unit gone. Sturmgeschütz moving out there. There you go. Got your Panzerfaust, there you go, and the Cromwell's going down. 6-pounder going, so good hit, there you go. Less than half health now, we got the Strook on the hunt. Ready to blow up some Tommy Panzers. So you're gonna, what do you think he makes his Panzers of? Biscuits. Terrible English iron. Quick rifle grenade there. Almost wrapped the entire section, 2 moving up, almost got the Cromwell. At the same time, we got the Osprey spawning in, Pioneer 74-2 covering there, and he's trying to get behind the building, trying to repair, but at the same time, it's going to be close. No, he actually was up trying to get the Strook, or perhaps it's just a large throw there. Oh, wait, Cromwell blown up, and there we go, we got GG from Pappy'O Daniel. I was actually a bit surprised, I thought he had more in him, but looking of course from this perspective, we've got to see he's rather haggard, though at the same time, so am I. Overall, pretty tense fight, pretty intense. Some good play there from Pappy, but again, I do think, he could have done more with his doctrine. I always feel like, you should try and make the most of your doctrine in any fight, the less you make of it, The question is really, could you be doing better with something else instead, even it might not quite have, say, the impressive firepower of this, if you actually able to use more stuff, more variedly, I'd overall argue you're a bit stronger. But make good use of armor, though I do think you should have used Warspin at times to use it out to outmaneuver my Strooks and quickly clear them out, for example. Or, easily outflank my Tiger Race as well, so I think that was something that could also help him. More Bren guns for his infantry would also benefited Pappy overall quite well there. But, he kept up good pressure. It sort of did his really quick there versus the armoured cars. That was a bit of a gamble for me, but ultimately it did work out, in part because it did, rush straight for the next tier. Had he gone for some 6-pounder guns or perhaps another 80, things were a lot more grimmer, but then again, I could have rushed out Strooks. It's sort of strange where he balanced itself out a bit there. Of course, I could, play the armoured cars a bit more carefully initially. I could have gone for 250.5 tanks. I could have laid down a lot more mines, easily. And of course, there's some other things that could also benefit from doing better. Of course, an Austrian much sooner would also have done hugely for me. But yeah, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. This is the last match before the next patch. If you did, subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send in replay parts of feedback in the comment section. This is a really cheers. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you all tomorrow. Bye.